Hi Collective. Welcome to Cusp of Roses for our full moon chakra energy reading. I hope that this live finds you in the highest vibration possible. Thank you so much, Nietzsche Bees, for joining my channel here. Becoming a Bloom. Hope you enjoy those extended love readings and all the other content available to you from joining. I appreciate that love. All right, and I thank you guys, even if you haven't joined. I appreciate you guys always tuning in every week, bi-weekly for these readings, okay? Spending a little bit of your new moon and full moon time with me. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you guys are liking this video when you enter in or when you leave out. Make sure you also are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you join the tribe here. All right, turn on that post notification bell so that you are notified when I am live so you don't miss out on all of this wonderful energy we have in present moment, okay? But collective, this is a beautiful Sagittarius Capricorn full moon energy. I hope it has found you well. I hope you guys are doing okay underneath it, all right? We're going to see what the energy holds for us under this full moon, how we're maybe being activated, purged through, cleansing, as far as our 7 main energy centers are concerned. If you're new here to my channel, welcome, okay? Make sure you do check out the description box below, okay? For this particular reading series, it's going to be very important for you to have a brief understanding of the 7 main chakras that we're going to talk about. That is at the bottom of the description box, okay? I do encourage you guys to do your own research on the chakra energies. Find what works best for you, okay? I do have a chakra healing playlist that I've curated for you all that's also linked in my description box. So if you do resonate with any of the messages here or feel as if you want to kind of connect with those energies a little deeper, you can do so through that curated playlist of healing music, okay? There's also thousands of other videos here on YouTube if none of those work for you, all right? But make sure you guys are checking that out. Hi, Quinn. Thanks for being here, love. All right. Happy full moon to you all. And let's get into it, all right? We're going to start off with our moment of gratitude and grounding. Do whatever gratitude or grounding practice feels right and best for you. I'm going to quickly do the same, and then we'll see what this energy has, okay? Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me and with the collective here on YouTube under this beautiful full moon in Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. I thank you for connecting us all in this moment and for clearing my energy and allowing me to channel the most important messages that this collective needs to hear regarding how this full moon energy might be interacting with us, aligning us, okay, what we most need to be aware of through our 7 chakra system, or at least the 7 that align along the human spine. I thank you so much, Divine, for any other important messages that need to be heard at this time, allowing that to come forward in this reading. And I just want to thank you for your grace, your love, your mercy, your clear guidance, the peace and protection that you bring, and your presence with us in this moment. We love you, and so it is. Yeah, oh, hey, fellow Saggy Queen. How you doing? Cappy Aqua here. Oh, I love that. Hi, Potter's Presence. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me, okay? Let's get into this, y'all. This energy feels really, really good. It definitely... I've been getting a lot of like work and career. I feel like that's kind of par for course though under a moon that has a Capricorn influence, okay? It's just been so much. I feel like a lot of the collective is starting to really tap into this deep resonance in the sacral chakra, like really understanding the power that your emotional energy, that watery vibration that we all can tap into has to create energy in your life, to create realities, right? The influence that the emotions have. And it feels like this Sag Cap energy is really getting a lot of us maybe out of our emotions, out of those feels, like kind of up into the higher chakras a little bit more. because it seems like we've spent a lot of time in that lower register, which we definitely needed. I almost get, it's like almost like a time to dream a little bit here, like to take some sort of risk. You might feel that. First card out here though. Yeah, there you go. You got Waking the Lion, okay? This is fire energy in this particular deck, which is connected to your solar plexus. Vibration of 19, which does break down into a 10, which is just generally a 1. So 1, 10, or 19 might mean something to you. Yeah, it just feels like there's this renewal that's happened here in your energy, in the collective. Yeah, you got quieting the mind, okay? So you do have, I want to honestly say, truthfully, that would be throat chakra energy. It could also be third eye. I'm going to pull that from the book because I don't think we've gotten that one in a while, okay? But that's what I was talking about, like headed up into your higher chakras, right? Really starting to get some sort of clarity in purpose. When I see this card come out, it's always centered around life purpose for me, okay? Feeling this sense of connection to a higher energetic frequency, like finally finding the energy to start maybe doing things that have been on your to-do list for a while, like finally feeling this intrinsic motivation towards something, okay? Yeah, we're going to get into that quiet of the mind because that seems super, super important, right? It just seems like the mind finally has clarity on something under this full moon, okay? Which is giving some of y'all the energy. Yeah, it is what it is. Root chakra energy. It's giving you the energy to finally release and let something go is what I'm feeling. And then look at that. So that might be that third eye energy here that I've been picking up on. Seeing beyond, okay? Seeing beyond. Let me pull the book right quick just because that quieting of the mind is like jumping out at me. I feel like we've had It Is What It Is in Waking the Lion, which this is 6 energy, right? So about harmony, about balance. And this is what I was feeling in the lower register of our energy as a collective. It's finally settling some unresolved energy, okay? Whether this is from, like, it's your root energy, it's your root chakra. So whether this is surrounding family, if this is surrounding finances, if this is surrounding relationships, right? Your connection to other people, right? Because the root chakra is what connects and tethers us down, right? Into the earth energy. It's just finally getting into that mode of acceptance. Like, it is what it is. It's been what it's been. That was then. This is the now, present moment. And I feel like that's why the solar plexus is here. It's like it's pulling the collective into the present moment. When you're really tapped into that solar plexus energy, you can't help but be in the moment. It's like your own internal sun, okay? It's shining a light on a lot, I think. And again, quieting the mind. So where there was maybe something that you were very worried about here, collective, or again, that could have been somewhat stressing you out, like I'm getting the 9 of Swords energy, and it feels like it really is tethered here to something that has happened in the past to you, or maybe past situations. A lot of y'all, that does feel like family. Mind you, we are in Cancer season, so family dynamics might be coming up for you, especially under this full moon. And I feel like for those of you that might resonate with that, it's like it is what it is. It's like finally getting to this space where you're not wishing things were different. You are in clear view, okay, of what is when it comes to parents, when it comes to siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever the case may be, or just however you were raised. It's like finally getting to a point where you're at peace with it. And for some of you, that peace that you find, that acceptance that you kind of ground into from that root chakra energy, almost gives you a clearer vision of a purpose that you might have in this lifetime, okay? Meaning depending on your situation, things that you were rooted in or where you were ever planted, okay, you might want to now help people who were planted in similar situations. You maybe want to create something that supports other people who might be dealing with the same thing. That type of energy. I hope that's making sense, okay? So you got 6 here, you got 1, 10, and 19. You also have 32, which breaks out into a 5, all right? I want to get into that 32 energy, though. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check. Yeah, sound. Definitely sound. So that's throat chakra energy, okay? Let's read it, though, just because I feel called to. Okay. Quieting the mind. It says, meditation as a commitment, the need for silence, peace within despite chaotic outer conditions. That's what we've been tapping into here. Letting go of the monkey mind in mindfulness. Okay. Do I want to read this whole thing? Let's start here. Our core beliefs about the world originate in our thoughts and feelings, which then become our perceptions. If our thoughts are all over the place, that is how we will experience the outer world. But what if the outer world didn't matter at all? What if at our center there was a place that is always calm, where the mind doesn't have a million things to say, where problems and challenges aren't nearly as important as we think they are? Today requires you to take an internal break and go to that silent space to regroup. Meditate on the stillness within. Choose a peaceful mind and nothing else. You will be amazed at how easily everything falls into place once you do. So that's what I'm saying. It's like finding that sense of, this is settled, this is done, I'm moving forward, it is what it is, I can't go back and change it. Do you know what I mean? It's finding this sense of groundedness and settledness. But again, it's like, it's a 2-part. Because as grounded as you get under this kind of earthy Capricorn energy, you get just as open and as clear in that Sagittarius energy to start seeing things, feeling things, sensing things a little differently, okay, from a broadened sense of self. Really also taps you into your faith, because if this energy that I am picking up on has been difficult, it's like holding on to the hope that something will be better or that it will get better. And I feel like that's where that solar plexus comes in, okay? Let's just go ahead and just briefly read all of them, all right? It's a full moon. Why not? Okay. But just to reiterate for anyone who might be joining us here, we have the root chakra, we have the solar plexus, and the throat chakra, okay? Let's see. There's that trust. So nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see magic if you don't take the risk. Come to the edge of certainty in your life and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon your bravery in the face of a possible plan, failure, or even success at your own power. The act of making this leap, no matter the final outcome, awakens the lion within. Be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is who you've been, okay? This is who you're becoming. And it's finally getting into this throat chakra space where maybe there's now this ability to articulate feelings, energies, thoughts, emotions that might have been, again, very either hard to, difficult to grasp, difficult to understand, difficult to accept, difficult to embrace, okay? What type of courage is called for today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength and stand your ground. Or consciously temper your emotional reactions, do nothing, and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. See, stand your ground. So again, more of that grounded energy. And I think, again, Cancer season is bringing out a lot of vulnerability in a lot of the collective. Like, again, I just get this energy of finally being able to speak on some situations that have happened, kind of sort through or navigate some difficult emotions based on past things, and get to this point where it's settled. Like, just keep hearing that word, it's settled, okay? It is what it is. If you take a step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical, even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, okay? You will discover treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. That's waking the lion, okay? Keep this prayer in mind. Yeah, the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So think about this, okay? It is what it is. This is you accepting the things you cannot change. Root chakra energy, it is what it is. Here is the courage, lion energy, to change the things you can. This is what's in your power to do. Power energy, solar plexus, okay? Here's the wisdom to know the difference, okay? The wisdom to know the difference. That's powerful. Very, very exciting energy, y'all. I feel like, again, every time we do these moon check-ins, you guys just get stronger. You guys get wiser. You guys get deeper into your healing. You start settling things. I feel breakthroughs happening for a lot of y'all. So this is really, really fun. Really exciting. All right, y'all. Let's get some tarot on this energy. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful energies and messages here for the collective under this full moon on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn. Tell me more about the root chakra, the solar plexus, and the throat chakra for the collective under this full moon. What do they need to know about it is what it is, waking the lion and quieting the mind? Thank you so much, Divine. Please tell me more about it is what it is, waking the lion and quieting the mind. What's going on with it is what it is? What's this root chakra energy all about under this full moon? Root chakra energy for the full moon. Okay. Ooh. First card out. Yeah, Capricorn. Right? I love when that happens. I love when we are under this full moon or a new moon energy and it's right there smack dab in the middle, okay? So mind you, Capricorn energy, the devil energy, tethered to Saturn here, okay? Saturn comes in, and yes, it can be very restrictive. It's like a restrictive father energy, strict parent energy, okay? But I do feel like for some of y'all, there were these chains, I should say, that you've either maintained, maybe were even maintaining and didn't even know, that was keeping you from actually stepping into your power here. Yeah. Stepping into your power. Now, a lot of you, this could be generational energy, right? Some of you, this could have just been direct chains that were given to you from parental figures, from guardians, okay? Teachers, maybe. Yeah, for some of y'all, it's like there are certain things that you were told growing up that weren't possible for you, can't happen for you, or, oh, you'll never see the light of that day. You see what I'm saying? That might have been holding you back subconsciously. And it feels like this Cancer season, and especially under this full moon, that's what's getting illuminated. Hey, here are the things that you're still chained to. Okay? That devil energy. Some of y'all, it could just be straight up fear. Okay? Fear. Just fear of lack, fear of not having, fear of going out and doing, fear of what could be, how, you know, some of y'all maybe, and again, maybe I brought up that Saturn energy for a reason. Maybe you guys grew up in a very strict household. I can't do this, I can't do that because of X, Y, and Z and all of these fears, okay? You also have the Two of Pentacles, okay? Some of you, this is accepting the hand that you were dealt, right? Accepting the hand that you were dealt. I was born into this family. I was born into this socioeconomic situation. I was born in this environment. This is what I inherited coming into Earth, right? These are the things that I have to juggle. This is what I have to deal with. It is what it is, okay? No longer looking at that. Maybe that's been the chain, right? No longer looking at that situation as something that's holding you back, okay? It's not. It is absolutely not, right? You do not have to become your environment. You do not have to mirror anything that you saw growing up that was uncomfortable, that didn't feel right. You don't have to be that, right? This could even just be as simple as you don't have to be your parents' collective. Your parents did the best that they could with what they knew how. You do not have to follow in that footstep, especially if you know the effects of it, right? But I think at the end of the day, it's understanding, yeah, this is what I came into the world with, okay? This is what I got to work with. How do I work with it? How do I balance it? That's a never-ending game, hence the infinity symbol. You're always going to have to navigate life with those. Do you see what I'm saying? With those situations, with that understanding, with that on your plate. It is what it is. Tell me more. Tell me more here about the devil here in the Two of Pentacles for the root chakra energy. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Okay? So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like, and I guess we'll just keep it on family, and it doesn't have to relate to family, okay? You relate it to your life. You know yourself better than any reader here on YouTube, all right? Remember, these are just general. But in the realm of that energy, it's like I said, family, parents taught you the best that they could. They did the best that they could, even if it wasn't great, even if you felt still neglected or the ball was dropped a lot of times or whatever the case may be. There still might be voids and gaps. But it's a giving you these two pentacles to rub together to create something. Seven of Pentacles says you have created some level of stability, some level of success, some level of attainment. Like you've gotten to a certain place with those two pentacles. Be proud of yourself for that, collective. Okay? I just feel like you're at a point, for whoever I'm tapping into here or whatever collective this is, you guys are at a point where you can no longer look back for guidance. Okay? Where you're headed, waking the lion, quieting the mind, that Sagittarius energy, where you're pointing your arrow forward might be unknown territory, like that waking the lion card said. Finding the courage, finding the bravery to go for it anyway, right? To step into that unknown, to figure it out beyond what the people around you know. It just almost feels like a turning point, like a pivot you guys are at. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles says you've done good. You've made it very far. You still have a little ways to go. But now it's the time to kind of rest on what you've done. Learn from what you need to learn from. Reevaluate, do your inventory, check all your boxes, dot your I's, cross your T's, okay? And then aim that arrow under the Sagittarius energy towards your next target, towards your next destination. And don't be afraid, that devil energy, if the people around you don't understand it, if the people around you aren't coming with you, that's nothing to fear. You have all the strength, all the power, everything you need to chart that unknown territory, okay, that you're headed into. Okay? So even with the is what it is, there's even that need to find slight sense of gratitude, right? And that might be hard depending on your situation, okay? Depending on where you are planted in this life. That might be hard to reach for gratitude because it's not always easy and it hasn't always been fun, right? Or it hasn't... I just get the energy that where this might hang y'all up a little bit or where you might be coming up against a wall in this root chakra is... Because I don't know why I'm still stuck on family, but I'm going to just roll with it. It's like you might look at your situation and be like, oh, it could have been 100 times better if my parents or whomever you were around did X, Y, and Z. And if they just would have did that, and if this would have happened, and maybe if they would apply themselves, why didn't they do this? Or do you know what I'm saying? I think that there's this need to find the sense of humanity in everyone around you, in the sense of we're all just learning, we're all on our own path. No one really truly knows everything, right, there is to know about life. Otherwise, why would you be here? And it's almost like this sense of detachment. Like I'm kind of some of y'all might have like I know I say what, Potter's Presence, you said you have Cap in your Aquarius, excuse me, in your chart. I'm getting that sense of like needing to detach, right? Aquarians are really, really good at that, depending on your placement. It's like this sense of, okay, that is this, but not feeling tethered to it. But again, that's the devil energy that you're getting over, the tether, the tie to it, okay? Tell me more about this root chakra energy for the collective. Yeah, look at that. See what I'm saying? It's this new beginning. It's wanting to take the risk. It's wanting to jump off. And again, everybody's been the fool. Okay? Everybody's been the fool. Everybody's been the beginner. That's just where I feel like that humanity comes in. People make mistakes. People mess up. Okay? Now, people keep making the same mistakes and not learning. Again, detach. Right? Let that be their path. That's not for you to fix. That's not for you to figure out. And maybe that's what that could be it too with that Two of Pentacles. What's actually mine and what is the byproduct of my environment? That really has nothing to do with me. Okay? Maybe doing that dance. Tell me more about this Fool energy. For it is what it is. Thank you. Yeah, High Priestess. Your higher self knows the truth. Okay? I think deep down you truly know. And I think for some of y'all, the feeling that your higher self is giving you about where you're headed scares you a little bit. Because it means you're going to have to detach from certain people that you maybe feel you're very close to or share in this devil energy with or are chained to or tied to. Or you might have to break or cut that cord. Okay? I think your higher self knows the cords that you need to cut. It's just doing it is what might cause a little bit of that fear. Well, what happens if I cut it and that was the wrong thing to do? Or what happens? Do you know what I mean? Maybe there's even a little bit of guilt around that. Like, well, this might be your mother. It might be your father. It might be a sibling. It might be, again, like somebody you deem very close to you or deem that it would be inappropriate to cut them off. But your higher self knows at the end of the day. So continue to pray about it, collective, because I feel like that will definitely help. Okay? And I also get, again, not everybody knows, we don't know everything. With that Fool and the High Priestess, it's like people did the best they could with what they knew how to do based on their higher self. Or maybe it was their lower nature leading them. Either way, that's what they knew. Okay? Or at the end of the day with the Two of Pentacles, it's what they chose. Right? Tell me more about the Fool and the High Priestess here for this root chakra energy. Tell me more about this energy. Yeah, 7 of Cups. So 2 sevens here, meaning preparation. So some of you, if you find yourself dealing with this situation, working through your root chakra is definitely going to help you, okay? Because it's really going to get you to feel those tethers, feel those chains, understand them, and do the work to kind of break it and release it. Okay? And really gain that sense of acceptance, right? Accepting the things that you can't change, having the courage to change what you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's that Two of Pentacles. What can I change? Like, what's in my realm of possibility to adjust, and what is just set in stone? And you might have to apply that pro and con energy to people in your life, right? Is this person just set in stone? Right? We can't change people. People have to want to change for themselves for anything to truly happen. So, you know, I read something, I feel like it was on my CoStar app, where it was like, trust is a two-way street. Like, it takes 2 people to build trust. Not just one person, right? Both parties have to be willing to engage in the act of building trust. So that might be that Two of Pentacles as well. Who's actually willing to build with me? Who isn't? And who do I just keep feeding energy into and it's just not balancing back, okay? And again, some of y'all, that might be a very hard inventory to take, 7 of Pentacles, due to some conflicting emotions, right? Well, this is my parent, or this is my sibling, or this is my family member that I'm super close to or grew up with. And you know what I'm saying? They've been in my life forever. Wow, but you got to take a higher minded view of the situation. Because like I said, for some of y'all, this unknown can't be charted with people who are here. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's not about, oh, you just got to keep leaving people behind. No, it's just respecting the fact that everybody, again, is on their own journey, the Fool, on their own path. If it's your time to jump off the cliff, to go into the unknown, don't look around to see, well, who else is going to jump off with me? No. You go. You start. You do. You initiate it. Do you see what I'm saying? You follow your higher mind, your inner high priestess. Okay? So yeah, I just feel like a lot of y'all higher selves are really trying to tell you who might be in this energy for you, who you might need to kind of detach from. Again, it's not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, it's just detachment. So their lack of initiation or their lack of growth or their lack of understanding doesn't affect you. You see what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of that root chakra energy is centered around that type of dynamic, okay? Tell me more about waking the lion. Oh, speaking of lion, you got the King of Wands. Yes, love that. Love that in the solar plexus energy, because this is mastery of fire. This is the master of fire, the master of the solar plexus, okay? The will of the King of Wands is very, very strong. King of Wands is also Sagittarius energy for me sometimes, right? Could be Leo, could be Aries, but it gives Sag. So there we go. Tell me more. Oh, yeah. Look at that Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely Sag, right? Jupiter in and of itself. Yeah, I just heard that. The world is your oyster. This unknown energy. It's yours to create. King of Wands. It's yours to navigate. The energy you put out towards that unknown is the energy you are going to receive back from it. So if you meet that unknown with excitement, with confidence, with knowing that no matter what comes your way, you'll be able to work your way through it, figure it out, find solutions, right? Then that becomes the path. That becomes what is. Okay? And Wheel of Fortune says that this unknown has some treasures in there for you. Okay? Some treasures. This is definitely going to be a positive shift and a positive change. And if you guys have been looking for shifts and change in your energy, in your environment, definitely work on your solar plexus, okay? Work on that. At least once a day, listen to just a little bit of that healing energy music, okay? Or start wearing more yellow, eating more yellow foods, okay? Getting out in the sun can definitely help activate your solar plexus, okay? You also have the 7 of Swords. And that's what I'm saying. Don't let the fear of what you don't know hold you back from figuring it out. That sounded like straight direction. Don't let the fear of what you don't know stop you from figuring it out or moving towards something. Okay? Tell me more about that 7 of Swords for this waking the lion. Look at that. Trust that everything you need will come towards you. Okay, Empress energy, it's abundant. It's attractive. It's magnetic. What you need and when you need it will find you. I feel like for some of y'all, when it comes to this unknown endeavor or this new thing, especially with the Fool out here that your higher self is trying to get you to kind of journey on, this is what's holding you back. It's the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords can be mental projection, hence quieting the mind. The mind may say, ooh, the unknown is scary. It's dark out there. I don't know. What if this happens? What if that happens? Right? It's a void, right? Unknown is a void. We were all created in the void. So the possibilities of what can be are endless. So that can be exciting or that can be terrifying. And I feel like this collective I'm tapped into, you're bordering on the terrifying side, which is okay. Which is okay. It's absolutely okay. But I do feel like this Empress energy is super, super important to maintain within yourself. Understanding that the divine, the universe is always providing for you. And what helps me kind of better access that Empress energy is think back on everything that you've been through here, collective. When has the divine not showed up for you? When? I mean, just try to name a time where something didn't work out for you and your greatest good. Even if it was painful, even if it was heartbreaking, you learned something from it. Is that not for your greater good? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like getting into that understanding and into that sense of trust. Ooh, maybe that's why I brought up that trust quote. Trust takes 2 to build. So with that Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like the divine is asking you to trust them, right? Trust it. that wheel is going to turn in your favor. It's going to bring you exactly what you put out. It's the wheel of karma. What you give it is what you will receive. If you feed it doubt, if you feed it worry, if you feed it stress, if you feed it concern, that's what's going to come back. Situations and environments that are going to put you in that energy, because that's what you're asking for through your thoughts. Okay? So really, 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 under this full moon, if there are any of these Seven of Swords thoughts that are operating in your head, any doubt, any worry, any fear, write it all out. Write it all out. Get it all out of your head onto some paper. Rip the paper up. Burn it. Watch it dissipate. Okay? And then from that moment on, collective, only attach, only connect with the thoughts that put you in this Empress energy. Why wouldn't the universe show up for me? I'll always have everything I need. I'm abundant with everything I do. I'm an asset anywhere I go. Creativity. Some of y'all are being asked to create something out of nothing. Two pentacles rubbing together. That's making something out of nothing. You've done it before. This is what I'm trying to say, collective. You've done it before. You turned those Two of Pentacles into Seven of Pentacles. That's amazing, right? It might not be to you, because you might be seeing people in the Nine of Pentacles or the Ten of Pentacles, but going from the 2 to the 7 is huge. Give yourself some more credit about your ability to create, your ability to make a way, your ability to navigate. When there was nothing, you made something. Waking the lion, you've done it before, you'll do it again, and you'll do it as many times as you have to get to where you want to be. That's the energy I feel like this full moon is like. That's Sag Cat. Okay? All right? Tell me more about this Empress and waking the lion. Ooh, yeah, the moon. I love when the moon comes out in the tarot on these moon readings. Moon under the Wheel of Fortune. Anything is possible. Especially in the dark. Don't fear the dark. Don't fear the darkness. Don't fear the unknown. Easier said than done, absolutely. But I'm telling you, the more you train your energy, your thoughts, your mind to get excited when you're facing the unknown, oh, just the level of possibility that rises from that, it's unbelievable. Honestly, it truly, truly is. That's that King of Wands and that Empress energy. I will this to be an amazing experience. I will this to be something that benefits my healing, my growth, my prosperity. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just trusting and knowing that it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It's that type of energy. It's inevitable. No matter the darkness I face, I still have a moon in the sky, right? So are you ever truly left alone in the dark? No. So some of you, that even might be the fear of doing something on your own or doing it alone. Sometimes that's a season you have to walk through. And for some of y'all, that's where that arrow is headed. Okay? Tell me more about this waking the lion energy in the moon and the Empress. Oi. To the Eight of Pentacles. Let's go. Collective. Like I said, you've done it before. You rubbed 2 pentacles together, got 7. Take this time to rest in. Let it be what it is what it is. Accept what you cannot change, who you can't change, what you can't change. Tap into this courage of what is possible for you to change. You got Wheel of Fortune here, the biggest change possible. Okay? And then we'll get into the wisdom to know the difference. But 8 of Pentacles, so then you move up. Now you get into this sense of clarity. It's fine-tuning the work you've already done. Now I have a little bit more direction, a little bit more sense of where I'm going, what feels right and best for me. And you've also gained a little bit of courage and enthusiasm about it, right? That 8 of Pentacles is like tunnel vision. It's like building a nest, twig by twig, just like the birds do. Fine-tuning it, shifting this over here, switching that over there. Okay? Learning how to revamp your own energy. And again, training your mind to get excited about the unknown and kicking fear out of the window, because what is there to be afraid of? It's yours to create. So why would you create fear? Do you see what I'm saying? It's really that quick of a mind trick. That's that quieting the mind. Why create fear when you can create joy, when you can create happiness, when you can create fun, when you can create excitement? Some of y'all, it's a habit that the divine is trying to get you to break, okay? And this full moon is assisting you in breaking that habit. But I love, love, love that that Eight of Pentacles is there, right? Let's look in this throat chakra energy, even though it says quieting the mind. Tell me more about quieting the mind here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 5 of Cups. That's where your mind is at. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. But what if I can't? But what if it's not? But what if? But what if? But what if? But what if? But. Don't even, like, there is no but. There is no but. But nothing. It's like getting into this energy and this determination and this focus forward where it only has the chance and the opportunity to be something great. It has no room for failure. It has no room for it not to work out. It will. Okay? But this is what your mind is at. And again, that could be coming from people around you. That could be coming from things you've internalized about your life. And again, where you've been rooted, where you've been planted. Well, no one that's been from where I've been has ever done that. Well, why would you not be the first one to do it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's... So why not you, right? If no one in your environment has ever touched this, or no one ever in your environment has ever done this, thought of this, pursued this, created this, it's on your mind, it's in your heart, right? It's on your focus. Why not you? And not letting that feeling of, okay, it's on me or it's all on my shoulders to do, weigh you down too much. It's like... I don't know. It's like a feeling, and I wish I could just send y'all the feeling so y'all feel what I feel. It's hard to kind of describe it, but when you get in it, you'll know. You'll know. And I feel like that's what this full moon is offering. Everybody the chance to really grab a hold, really tap into that Sagittarius, high optimism energy. Okay? King of Wands. Oh, I want it. I'm going to get it. It's happening. No doubt. Right? It's effortless. And I think that's what even the divine is trying to tell y'all, collective. The King of Wands, yes, is action oriented, but really and truly, it's all going to come to you with, I don't want to say with little effort, but it's, I don't want to say it's not as big of a mountain as your mind is. Oh, well, maybe that is what I want to say. It might not be as big of a mountain as your mind is trying to make it. 5 of Cups. Oh, that's just so much to get over. Look at how much spilled out of those 3 cups. Oh, I'll never get that back. Don't do that. And again, for some of y'all, it's people. It's the ideas of people. Don't let other people limit you based on what they feel they can do for themselves. The collective I'm tapped into here, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon and the King of Wands and the Empress, you're limitless. That's waking the lion. The lion in you is saying, some of y'all might have some Leo in your chart. The lion in you is saying, oh, no, we don't do limits around here. There's nothing I can't do. People around you might not think like that, but that doesn't mean you think like them. Do you see what I'm saying? Some of y'all are really breaking that mental bondage. Well, this is all that was possible for me because this is all that my father ever did or my mother ever did or my grandparents ever did. And so I'm going to just keep following in that. Like, no. Not this collective. Not the one I'm tapped into now. No. Nope. Better quiet that. You tell those thoughts to go on somewhere. Hush up. Because where you're going, you got to have a lion energy here where you're headed. Lions don't doubt themselves. That might even be a slight con to them. They don't doubt themselves. They don't second guess. Same way the archer, never second guess. The pull from the arrow out to that bow and letting go, that's seamless. That's never second guess. I know I'm hitting my target. And 10 times out of 10, they do. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's the will it's like mind-body connection here, collective, that I feel like on a grand scheme, the collective is really starting to better understand how that all ties in and what that really looks like in a tangible sense, like in the 3D, when you are in that synergy. And I feel like this full moon is just giving that extra little push again, right? Don't forget, possibilities are endless, especially in the dark. Because in the light, in the sun, you can see everything. Okay, well, that might not be it, or that might, you see what I'm saying? But in the dark, anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's yours to form, okay? You got the three of, oh, come on, I can't make this up at all. The 3 of Wands. Get excited. This is the optimistic card. I have set my intention. I have chosen a path. I have chosen a direction, and I trust that the universe is bringing my ships in. 3 of Wands. Okay? So the divine is trying to tell you, quiet the mind and maybe even your emotional energy. Quiet that down. Don't attach to that. Detach from that energy of the doubts and the fears and the worries and this crying over spilled milk, or the worry that it's not going to be enough or you're not enough. That is all false. All fear. Okay? This is where the divine wants you to be. 3 of Wands. I know that ship is coming in. I know it because I set the intention for it, and I'm prepared for it, and I'm ready for it. I've done the work. You, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. You've rubbed those 2 pentacles that you were given together. You got to the 7. You've put in the work. You can rest at the 7. Even though, yeah, you might want to get to the 8, which you do over here. You do. And then, of course, you want to get to the 9. And, of course, you want to get to the 10. But you're at the 7. You've done enough work to be prepared for the next level. Get excited. Get excited. Get excited. I can't stop saying that. Get excited. All right? Some of y'all inherited that woe is me energy. I could feel it. You inherited that. You couldn't get away from that if you tried, but you can. Do you see what I'm saying? You can make the conscious decision to switch your mentality, your energy, your focus. But I could feel it. You inherited that. All right, that's that root chakra. It is what it is. Tell me more about quieting the mind. I felt it. Yep. 9 of Swords. I felt it when we were in the oracles. That 9 of Swords energy. What are you worried about? When has it not worked out for the greater good? I won't always say in your favor, because you might feel something would have been in your favor. It didn't work out in your favor, but ultimately it was for your greater good. Why stress? Easier said than done, 1,000,000%. I hear y'all. I get it, right? Because when you're in it, it's like a cage. Yeah, that's why the cage is here. When you're in it, yeah, it's real. It feels like reality. But the mind, the mind can play tricks sometimes. It definitely can. So it's really up to you to for some of y'all, that meditation piece, like the card said, might benefit. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes a day just in quiet. Now, mind you, I want to say that too, because I don't feel like it's said enough. When you meditate, okay, it is not to turn your brain off. It's not to stop your brain from thinking. The brain thinks. That's exactly what it does. You can't stop that. That's its natural function. What meditation offers you is the chance to detach from your thoughts, to be an observer of your thoughts. Okay? Not a feeler necessarily of your thoughts, not wrapped up in it, to observe them. So if I'm not sure, but maybe you guys have and maybe you haven't heard of that meditation practice, or those guided meditations where they're like you're sitting on the side of the road and every thought that comes up is like a car going by. You yourself are not in that car. You're watching the car go by. So when that 5 of Cups energy comes up, you watch it go by. When that 5 of Swords energy starts acting up, you watch it go by. Oh, well, I'm thinking like that. Well, I can also let it go and let it pass and let it fade. You're not jumping in the car and going where that thought is taking you. No. That's the power that meditation offers you, okay? So if you've tried to meditate and it hasn't worked because you're like, I can't just stop thinking. Well, yeah, your brain's going to think. That's not the point. That's not the purpose. Okay? It's to be an observer of your thoughts and find a quiet and calm, peaceful space as those energies pass through you and pass by. Not judging what comes up. Don't judge yourself either. Okay? It's okay to be fearful. I mean, I won't say it's okay to be fearful. It's okay to have concerns, right? That's normal. That's natural. That's human. It's okay to even doubt certain things. That's normal. That's natural. That's human. But again, don't jump in the car of doubt and go where doubt is leading you. Don't jump in that fear and let that lead the way. Wait for the thoughts that align here with that 3 of Wands energy. Excitement. Oh, I can do this. This is possible. Wait for those thoughts. Jump in that car. Go with the 3 of Wands car in the mind, if that makes sense, okay? Because a lot of you, this is what's keeping you up at night. This sense of unsettled energy. And it's really, a lot of y'all, it can be controlled so long as you set the intention to do so. Okay? So long as you maintain awareness around it when you're in that energy. Okay, wait, no. I can think other things. Yeah. Because that's the cycle that has to come to an end, the world. I can think other things. Just because I have that thought doesn't mean I have to attach to it. So that's what's coming to an end here under this full moon. And I pray it does for this collective. Because that King of Wands, that Empress energy, you can't tell you. I can't tell y'all nothing about that. You see what I'm saying? When you're in that energy, nobody can tell you nothing. And in a good way. In a good way. It means nobody else's limitations affect you. Oh, you couldn't do it? Oh, I'm sorry about that. That don't mean I can't do it. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's where you stopped and dropped the book. That doesn't mean that's where I get to stop. It really just you taking this sense of ownership, collective, over your own path, over your own life, over your own mind, your own heart, your vibration. Okay? Really kind of getting a little bit of a kick in the butt. Okay? And it's needed because you need to end this cycle of the 9 of Swords. Just worrying and being overly concerned about things that are out of your control. And then letting those worries and those fears make your faith drop. Do you see what I'm saying? Well, now I don't have faith that it'll happen because it just seems like it's impossible. It just seems. That's the key word. It seems. That's perception. But you have power over your perception. It just always cycles back to you, collective, and how you interpret, how you move, how you perceive. That's what's in your control. Some people may call it delusion, whatever the case may be. If you need to trick your mind into thinking that, then do it, okay? But the mind is a muscle at the end of the day. You can train it. Train it to look for the 3 of Wands. Not the 5 of Swords, not the 5 of Cups. Okay, so that cycle's coming to an end. We love to see that. Last message here for quieting the mind. Love it. Oh, look at the Magician at the bottom of the deck. That's what I'm talking about, collective. You also have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. That's awesome. Quieting the mind, specifically, taps you deeper into the heart. Okay? It's almost like shutting down one sense will amplify the others. So no longer are you wrapped up in the mind. Now you can actually feel what it feels like to think those thoughts, right? Going with that 5 of Swords doesn't feel good. It puts you in the 5 of Cups. Yeah? Going with the 3 of Wands gets you excited, passionate, open, right? Dare I say, dreamy. The Knight of Cups is very dreamy energy. It's fantasy. Some of y'all have to allow yourself to follow a fantasy in a way. And again, that's where I maybe even feel like the delusion energy might be coming in with that Magician again. I'm going to pull that out. Come on, with the Lovers behind it, with the 9 of Cups, y'all. With the Six of Swords moving forward, Three of Cups celebrating. Come on now. Y'all, I can't make this up. But yeah, it's being open to receiving. It's being open to giving. It's being open to having positive experiences, right? Like I said, you get to create the void. Why not create it to be something amazing? Don't even let fear, doubt, worry, and all concern have any space or any room in that. Okay? But it's all up to you. Magician energy. You have everything you need. So you're not in lack, collective. You're not lacking anything. Even if it might look like that, it might feel like that, that's maybe you comparing your path and your journey to somebody else. You, wherever you are right now, when you find this reading, you lack nothing. You have it all. And if you don't have it all yet, it's coming towards you. The Empress, because you're attracting it. And once you do, you'll be in harmony, in balance, and in union with the strongest force in this planet, in this realm, love. You'll move on from all of those fears. You'll have a clear sense of direction, Six of Swords. You'll then have your own sense of individual happiness and joy again. Feeling of accomplishment, okay? Feeling content with all that is. It is what it is. And have a lot of reasons to celebrate. And not only celebrate with yourself, but share that love outward. Pay it forward. Okay? That's what's headed up ahead for y'all. If you guys can really use this full moon energy to get into that King of Wands, get into that Empress mode of receiving, knock that fear, quiet that mind, tell those fears and those thoughts to hush up now. It's no time for that. We're not going down that road. You're going down the road of the Three of Wands. Okay? I wish that all for y'all so y'all can end this cycle. All right? Very, very beautiful energy reading. Okay? I hope you guys found this helpful. Let's go ahead and pull some affirmations to help you and assist with y'all. I will be posting these affirmations on my Instagram page. So if you want to save the post, read them to yourself over the next few days, you can follow me at Cusp of Roses on Instagram. But let's go ahead and see. Thank you so much, Divine. Hi, Angela. Thank you so much for being here, love. Yes, I'm so glad this was helpful. Look at this. I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Okay? This is, I feel like, that Empress energy. And I feel as if this is the role that your higher self with that High Priestess wants you to take. Okay? You have everything you need. You know what you need to do. Okay? You can guide yourself. And that's where I was getting. Some of y'all are being encouraged by the divine to head down a path alone. By yourself. Without anybody else to kind of lean on and say, well, which way do I go? And no, because your higher self wants to lead the way. The divine wants to work through you to show you how powerful you are. Right? How much they have your back and how much they got y'all. Okay? So trust yourself, High Priestess. Trust where you feel led to go, do, be. Okay? Come on. I have power. It is real. Waking the lion. That's what that solar plexus is all about. And that's what that magician energy is all about. I have power. It's real. That co-creative process, it's real. You will something to be wonderful for you. You stay in that vibration of it is already done. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. That's your power. The power of the tongue, the power of your words, the power of thought creates reality. Tap into it. Okay? One more affirmation here. Thank you. We get this one all the time, y'all. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. This is that energy that I was talking about with getting excited about the unknown. Rather than be afraid of it because it's dark or you know, there's no light around to show you the way, get excited that, hey, whichever way I step is the path. That's cool. I get to create it. It doesn't have to, and I think that's honestly, if you can train your mind to look at that as like a stress reliever, like that's a huge weight off your shoulders at the end of the day. Because there isn't anything to live up to. There's no pressure to be like somebody before you or someone who did it ahead of you. You don't got to mirror that path. You get to create it the way that you want it. And then who knows? Maybe people will look to your path and say, oh, they did that. Maybe I could do it too. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's pull one more just because we get that one a lot. Every day I focus on what's important. Okay, and that's the power of the mind. Keep quieting the mind there. What's important? That 5 of cups ain't important. Those 3 cups that spilt over, not important. Everybody else and mama and their opinion and everybody, no, that's not important either. That 5 of swords, not important. What's important is the 3 of wands. What you prepare to do, how you set up and align yourself. That's what's important. Okay? Don't worry about what everybody else got to say about it, what everybody else want to do. Or no. What's important to you is what feels right and best for you. And setting yourself up in that way. Okay, we'll do 2. We'll do this one and one more. Come on now. Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. That's what I'm saying. So even when you felt like something didn't work out in your favor, collective, it absolutely did. It worked out for your highest good. So maybe what you thought you wanted wouldn't have been best for you. It might have threw you off your path. It might have caused a blockage. It might have took you down a whole unnecessary road that the divine was like, nope, you're not even going to do that. So they maybe allowed you to fail at something, or allowed something to not fully happen the way you wanted it, or come into fruition the way you thought it would. Because what did arrive was what was best, even if it was crappy. And I know that that might be hard. That's a really hard thing to align your mind with. It's a hard perspective to really ground yourself in, but I know y'all can do it, okay? Failure is only learning. You've only learned. You've gained a lesson. I move with confidence and resilience. Confidence, King of Wands. Resilience, the Empress. Making something out of nothing, okay? That's resilience. All right, I got the short end of the stick, but I'm going to use it to build this, or I'm going to use it to go here. It's not going to stop anything. That's the vibration y'all can pull from this full moon, okay? Last one. Yeah, there you go. Root chakra energy. Beautiful. I am connected to the earth and all life around me, okay? Connected to the earth and all life around me. And I feel like that's what's getting reviewed here. Your connection to the earth. So again, the family you were born into, the environment you were born into. Again, like I said, the socioeconomic situation you were born into. Yeah, that's where you were planted. Doesn't have to be where you grow. Doesn't have to be what limits you. You don't have to mirror your environment. You have a choice in all of that. Okay? And like I said, it's not about losing connection to people. It's not about throwing everybody out of your life. No, but it's just realizing what and who cannot change, what and who might be willing to change, okay? Sorry, y'all. I think it froze there. My battery might be dying, but I don't even know where it stopped. Oh, damn. I'm looking at it now. Accept and renew. Okay, I'm going to start over here. So we have every day I focus on what's important. Okay, that's getting rid of that 5 of cups energy. Not focusing on those 3 cups that have spilt out. Not getting wrapped up in that 5 of swords energy from outside influences or other people's opinions and thoughts and what they think and all of that. No. You focus on what's important. That's that 3 of wands. We also have failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. Moving with confidence, taking action here, King of Wands. Resilience being that Empress, right? Making something out of nothing. That is an act of resilience. And anything that didn't work out in your favor worked out for your highest good. Train your mind to believe that, know that, trust that, okay? Lastly, I'm connected to the earth and all of life around me. That's that root chakra energy. So although you might have been planted in a situation that was neither less than favorable, you were dealt a particular hand in life, okay, right? Connected to that, that's your experience, that's fine, but you do not have to allow that to be your self-definition, okay? And again, it's also that energy of you don't have to throw people away, but you have to be real and honest about who and what cannot change, who and what is willing to change, or that might be open to it, right? And trusting your higher self, high priestess energy, to know the difference between the two. Okay, some of y'all might still be in that mode of having to discern and decipher that, but you'll get there. Collective, this was a beautiful energy reading here for this wonderful full moon on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found this insightful, maybe giving you a sense of confirmation around what you were already feeling. And look, there's that full moon energy. I'm just looking at the titles now under this card. You got the full moon and the new moon. Okay, so this particular reading might lead you into this new moon energy. Okay, which would be a new moon in Leo, I want to say. Maybe Cancer, Leo, new moon coming up end of the month. So from here on out to the end of the month, I feel like this is the work that's being done. This is what's being offered. And again, I hope you guys grasp onto it, really lean into it, because that's it's a powerful place to be in. And I think you're going to need that sense of power within yourself, power within your connection with the divine, right? Connected to earth, everything around you, in order to really navigate this new path that's opening up for you towards what's destined and meant for you. Right? And doing so with a lot of positive energy. And that's where your positive vibes come from there. Yeah. Solar plexus. So again, root chakra, solar plexus, throat chakra, super important over the next 2 weeks. Check out the curated playlist in the description box below. There's thousands of other videos on YouTube if you want to look up those chakras, do your own research. I'll be posting 3 of these affirmations on my Instagram. So again, follow me at Cusp of Roses if you'd like to. Make sure you also check out my channel memberships. Again, Nietzsche D's, thank you so much for joining my channel, love. I'm excited to have you here as a member. If any of you guys are interested in the perks there, check out my description box below. I believe it's the first link under this video. If you're watching on a computer, you can hit join next to subscribe. So hit join, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification, like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next one, y'all. Namaste.